Right then, chaps, welcome back to episode
Oh,
54 of the Lifted Lifestyle Podcast.
I am now Josh Blue.
Yeah, bloody Josh Blue pod, that was a good pod.
Yeah,
And he was massive, and he was peeled, so maybe you should listen to him.
Yeah,
Today we've got a bit of a educational thing. How long did it really take to get from 20% body fat down to 10% body fat, or, I don't know, whatever percent body fat you want to get down to?
yeah. I actually always really, just as a start, I always really struggle. Like, I have clients who'll go, what percent body fat do you actually think I am? And I will literally be like,
It's a bit of an impossible
yeah,
thing,
it's
isn't it?
so hard to say. I think because, like, for example, us could probably be at a higher percent body fat than our clients,
Yeah.
but look like we're at a lower percent.
I'm actually the fattest of all of my clients.
There you go.
I am the fattest.
But still looks probably the leanest.
The other thing that I kind of question is, you've got all of these different ways to measure your body
Yeah.
fat percentage, skin caliper, DEXA, etc.
Yeah.
None of them are right.
Yeah, exactly.
So then, how do you get like a standardized correct? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I actually don't know.
I don't actually. I've got no idea how they end up.
Have you ever done one?
I've
Like any of them? I've
yeah,
done
I've
the
done-
skin caliper, that's it.
Done skin caliper. There was this other one that we did at Loughborough. I can't remember the name of it though.
Is DEXA the one where it basically looks like you're having an MRI scan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lie down on that bed thing. But
Yeah.
even then, they do say that they're out. I think that's supposedly the most accurate, but
Yeah. To me, it's just one of them things like, for me personally, I actually couldn't care. Like, when people go, what percent body fat were you there? I was like, I have literally no idea.
Yeah.
And no clue.
it's almost always the case that the fatter you are, the lower you think your body fat is.
Yeah.
The leaner you are, the higher you think your body fat
Exactly.
is,
Yeah.
at least relative to where it actually is at.
Yeah. Like, when I had that one reel that popped off, there was two kinds of comments. There was one saying I was like victim weight, or what percent body fat are you?
Yeah.
It's like,
It was like, dunno, mate. Dunno,
yeah,
mate.
literally,
Dunno, mate.
dunno.
But yeah, I think it really doesn't matter what the actual number is. But people might use the actual test to like compare from
Previous year or whatever. Yeah.
but even still, obviously things like the skin caliper, skin caliper, doesn't it, like, it's obviously not taking into account how much water you have.
Yeah,
holding.
exactly.
And like what? It's just some bloke pinching you
Yeah, it's just,
because you've been trained to do so.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a bit weird, isn't
That's
it?
going to be super accurate, isn't it? But yeah, I thought this was good timing because you're starting actual preppy woo, or is it a pre-preppy woo, or
Preppy
I don't
woo.
even know, to be honest.
Just preppy woo, man.
Really?
No pre-preppy woo, just preppy woo. I
Six-
basically did a pre-preppy woo
Yeah,
for
true
summer.
that. Yeah.
No biggie.
When are you actually starting?
It's a bit weird, right? I don't really understand this. The 29th of December.
Hmm.
So obviously I get Christmas,
Yeah.
but then it's like, they're not just on the first.
Start on Monday, mate. Start on Monday.
Yeah, literally, I think that is a Monday, to be fair.
Does that make it like? Yeah, I was going to say perfectly aligned to be X amount of weeks or
I
whatever.
think so. Yeah, I think it. See me like I don't really care.
Mm.
I'm a bit weird. I just like yeah.
Just start. Just eat a
So
bit
the
less,
first
so-
is a Thursday,
right.
but no, I'm happy to start on the 29th.
Just means you won't be full sending it at New Year's Eve.
No, I probably won't really do anything.
No,
What are you doing? Bit off topic.
no
but what Are you
idea. I
doing?
think I'll be in France probably.
Yeah.
For a
Will you
bit.
be, oh no, you won't. You're not with Holly, are you?
No,
No, I think I'll just be at home chilling.
just chilling and grilling.
Quite happy to do that. To be fair.
Yeah. So you start then. Realistically, right now, mate, you're about 40% body fat.
Yeah, maybe even more, maybe 50%. I'm fucking obese, mate.
What do you actually think you are?
See, this one, I've literally got no
If
idea.
you had to guess, I reckon.
Maybe like somewhere between like 15 to 20.
Well, you can kind of. The whole point of this pod is you can kind of work it out roughly,
Yeah.
but you can only really work it out if you've been like actually lean before. Because when you were lean,
Yeah,
let's call it somewhere between 7 and
10.
10,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, around that.
You were what?
15.
59,
My lowest was
60
59,
kilos.
60. Yeah,
And right now you're
70.
70 kilos. So you've added 10 kilos. Let's say you've added a kilo, 2 kilos of muscle,
Probably not even done that.
something.
But, yeah.
Your lats were looking latty wooing in the recent update. To be fair,
Well, what can I say, man?
hanging man. So like 10 kilos added, 8 kilos of body fat. That's like what, an extra. Well, it's nearly it's about an extra 10%.
Yeah, so So
yeah.
between 15 to 20, I'd say.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that. Which is, again, isn't really helpful, is it?
No, but the other thing to understand is if you were to drop 10% body fat from now,
Yeah.
that'd be 10 bit less than 10 kilos, 7 kilos.
7 kilos.
But for me, that would be 10, 11 kilos.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's also quite a intra-person dependent kind of calculation going on here. But you probably don't need to do that realistically. So to give some value to the listeners, your prep's going to be from, let's call it the first just for ease of maths sake.
Yeah, let's make it
Until
easier.
when?
So my first show is on the 15th of May.
That's quite soon actually.
Yeah,
5 and a bit months.
yeah, pretty crazy.
20.
But 10 kilos to lose, rough. Probably not even that. I don't. It's weird. I don't think I will get as lean this time.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it gets to a point where it starts taking away a little bit.
Or do you think you looked worse because you got
I think so. I think because I dropped below 60,
interesting?
I actually think I ended up looking worse.
Yeah.
So
Until you had a curry.
until I had a curry, and then I looked sick again. That's weird. So yeah, I think I don't think I'll get any lighter than like 61. I think that's sort of the sweet spot.
It's a bit of a weird. Obviously, if you're dieting for a holiday or whatever, you don't look into the minutiae this
No.
much.
No, definitely don't.
And you don't do a peak or you
No.
know,
Well, you might. You might do.
peak for the first day and then just
Then it's
completely
fucked
ruin
from
the
there,
look,
yeah.
You'll probably have a couple of weeks of carb loading,
Yeah.
a bit more carbs
Yeah.
before,
and-
but
yeah.
you're
I do want to be done with like the fat loss, quote
Yeah.
unquote, like 2 weeks before
yeah. So about 20 weeks of
dieting. Yeah.
with that you probably got a bit of wiggle room for the occasional
Yeah.
refeed,
Refeed.
which actually is quite slow.
Oh, it's very slow.
What's
But
that like?
my sort of approach with it this time is just going to be like, I want to get down to sort of 65 pretty quick,
Yeah,
within reason, obviously, and then from there, really slow,
landing the plane.
landing the freaking plane. Meow.
So for you, that drop in 10% is looking like 20 weeks, 5 months. But
Yeah.
I think you could do it in half the time.
Yeah, you could do it in like 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. But that's probably a more realistic timeline for most people that are like living.
Your lifestyle sort of people. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So although yours is like the next 5 months are going to be quite anti-lifestyle,
Yeah.
it's probably quite similar rate of loss.
To someone if they're wanting to still live a life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that answers the question. Pod done. Drop 10%
5 months.
body fat.
There you go.
5 months.
Easy. End of pod.
Maybe 2.5 if you want to full send it. Which I think is going to be a little bit closer to what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
Because I'm planning to start in.
HL's doing a photo shoot, guys. You've heard it here on the pod. Now he has to do it.
I'm going to grow a moustache and
He's going to be in there, like,
yeah, either pull the sebum or the reach fit.
yeah.
I don't actually know. Have we talked about my solidified plan on the pod yet?
I don't know. We might as well go through it, though.
Yeah, go on then. Talk about
It's
my timeline.
relatable. I don't know your full timeline. I have a brief overview.
Neither do I.
I didn't know if that was an actual. You were asking me. I was
Yeah,
like, wow.
no.
Well, I don't know. So
Well, my gaining phase finishes on the 11th of May. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct. Because you're doing the photo shoot in June.
Oh, sorry.
We're
Yeah, it's
doing a
not
photo
correct.
shoot prep in a month, guys.
Sorry. Well, 2nd of March.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
So March, April, May. So you got it's going to be about 15 weeks probably.
Yeah, it's
in total,
exactly 15 weeks. 2nd of March to the 14th of June, 15 weeks. I'm going to be about 105 kilos when I start.
That's exciting.
And hopefully get down to about 90
Yep.
when I finish. Saying that in my head, it sounds like I might need a bit more time.
Well, it's 15 kilos. 15
I could do a
weeks.
kilo a week, but it would be sending it.
I just think to fit, like if I was in your shoes, to fit like the sort of lifestyle that we have right now, you probably need to have a little bit longer time.
Maybe 80.
Not even in terms of you're going to be going out and getting smashed every weekend, but just like we are pretty sedentary.
Well, this is there's going to be some upgrades coming to the
Come on.
to the office, so we don't have to do this. New desks coming in at some point. Not actually ordered them yet. So we've both got some standy woo desks, and you've already got one of the.
The walking pad, but I don't think it has like a handle,
Oh, really?
so I don't think it'd go under the desk.
And you can't take the handle off.
You might be able to.
Can you put it in reverse? Walk backwards.
Yeah, but you could get an under this, but then it's like, I think I'd find it really hard to do that and work.
Yeah, you're then going to get anything done. I don't know.
I think it might just be easier to nip in there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just do 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If you did that like 3 times a day.
But are you going to... If you were filming a check-in, like, and you had the walking
not
pattern, sure, it'd
walking.
be like...
Yeah, exactly. I'm not walking whilst doing a check-in. That's so weird.
You're like
You'd be
going
like,
in and out of
yeah,
focus.
like, what's going on?
Yeah, maybe not. We're going to get a standy desk anyway, just for the crack.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So maybe I pull it back a little bit and give myself...
I think you might as well start a month earlier. Like, what is that? When I look at it
19
and I
weeks.
think about it, yeah, it's like, what are you going to be doing in that month anyway?
Yeah. The only thing that I was literally thinking this in the shower yesterday is like, have I definitely like made a dent? Have I made enough progress yet to be able to show it when I actually do?
Yeah, I
kinda
get that.
down?
But I think with you is if you just made some, I don't really know what to, but I just feel like you could make some fine tweaks to the next few months that would
I know what you
seriously
mean.
level up your progress. But then I'm like, but I don't know what.
It's really weird because like I'm progressing in every session really, really
Yeah.
well, but in my head I'm
So are
always
you
like,
just deep in it?
feels like something's missing it.
Not
but
quite
I don't,
right.
I don't really know what.
Yeah.
It's a bit annoying because I think my delts, arms, chest, all looking quite good. The rear is not ideal right now,
Yeah.
to be
It's
honest.
kind of done a full 360, hasn't it?
Yeah, because I was looking at some shots from a while ago at the back end of my last scaling phase, and I had so much more like lower mid back
Yeah.
musculature.
I've noticed that. Like, you do look not in, like, it sounds horrible, but you look a lot less dense.
Mate, that's awful. That's a dagger to
Yeah,
the heart.
but if you said that to me, I'd be like, no, please.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like the bottom half. There's just there's a gap. There's
yeah,
something missing.
Yeah.
Which has been a shame really, because I've obviously not been able to hinge
Yeah.
or row or anything like that. Which I mean, it does kind of show that like it's quite important to
Yeah.
do that sort of stuff.
I never used to, when people say, oh, you need to deadlift for a big back. I
Yeah.
never used to think that, but now I think seeing what over this past year, I actually think it makes a huge difference.
You're kind of seeing the
Yeah.
differences from it. See if I can find a quick photo. I've probably,
Like,
probably not got
for
one.
me, this has probably been the most consistent I've been with a hinge.
Yeah,
Like, I've been deadlifting for about a year. I've had no issues, no injuries.
yeah,
And my back, like, I don't know if this is just me, like, telling myself this, but it has improved, like, a lot.
I do think. I mean, looking at your photos that you sent across, that you posted, sorry.
Yeah.
I do think you've made like quite a lot of progress.
Yeah. But it's just for me, like, even last year, though, when I was at starting prep, I was looking at my back, I was like, yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
And it almost always seems to, like, wither away a little bit.
So this is from September.
What, this
So
year?
yeah, a little while ago. You can see
there's a lot more like going on back there at the bottom. Yeah, like look at your rectors.
That's not really in focus, but even then there's a bit more going on. But then you compare it to like if I go all the way to last year,
we'll have to put these on screen. I think
I'll probably forget realistically. Like let's be honest here. What is it? 20.
If we go back to like Rezo, you were still hinging at that time, weren't you?
Yeah. 2024.
Maybe like October-ish time, September.
See if I can find something. Anyway, for the listeners, basically my rectors have kind of disappeared a bit because I've not been able to hinge and because I've not really been able to row or anything like that. I mean, I was obviously getting to lean here, but there's
a lot more going on.
There's more muscle going on around there, isn't there?
And I think that does make a big difference to how just the back looks. Yeah, you just look more.
Just a bit more. But then from the front, like, I think
You're
I will
bigger now.
get a lot more through there. Like, I look a bit pooey there. Delts look good, but yeah.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, it almost feels like I could do a bit longer, but then just like from a timing perspective, it doesn't quite work the same.
I just think that the way I look at it is if you start too late, there's no getting away from that.
Yeah, I've got to keep going and wait for 2027.
If you start too early, it's always fixable.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, I'm on about like your photo shoot, prep, whatever you want to call it. Like, is an easy way to fix that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, essentially, I've got back end of November, December, January, February, 3.5 months now.
Yeah.
To try and sort it out. I think getting stronger at my 45 degree is going to help.
Yeah, it should do.
It's just not quite
It's not the
same.
same. It's not the same, is it? No. I think what you need to do is just like probably do some sort of rehab work.
Yeah.
Which I know you do, but you probably could be a bit better with it.
More, yeah.
And potentially there's some like, I don't know, obviously.
Honestly,
but there could be some like prehab stuff, like pre-session.
I think I need a new bed.
Do you actually think that's making a difference?
I go to bed and it feels alright. I wake up and it feels pretty bad. Like this morning I was getting out like, oh.
Really?
Yeah. But is that just because I'm lying down for ages, or is it because like
it's because you're not moving?
Doing me.
But something I think is quite interesting though with that point is it has got substantially worse since we've been in this office.
That's true also.
And it's a lot of, like I said earlier on, it's a lot of sitting.
Yeah, but then before that, I probably was doing the same.
Yeah, but I still think now you sit for way long. You probably end up sitting for a lot longer than you think.
It's interesting. My step count is actually not low. It's actually it's reasonable. Yeah.
Oh,
which I don't really know how.
Stupidly low.
It feels like it should be about 500.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I always think that. Like I actively have to think about getting mine done.
Yeah.
But that might just because my step count's not that low.
Yeah.
It's like 8K.
I have got into a bit of a habit when I'm in the gym of like walking around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you kind of got an hour and a half there just steaming about.
Yeah. I do think though even when we were just working from home, just little things like obviously then you are just prepping your food on the day.
Yeah.
So just walking around the kitchen and moving it more. Whereas now it's like, oh, I need to eat, get up, you walk to a microwave, sit back down again.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think it's going to be like? Because in your previous preps, I'll be honest, you were pretty cooked.
Oh, like, yeah, I was really fucked.
Time management, like, it honestly felt like you were doing cardio or steps all day.
Yeah, I think that's just from me being a bit of a wet wipe with it.
Right.
And not being very good with, like, my routine. My routine wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It just could have been better. And I realised that towards the end.
Yeah.
Because it actually got better towards the end.
Yeah.
I think this time I've been starting this on my calendar, like, because this is what I was thinking about. I was worried I was going to be taken away from work and progressing on that front, which I don't want to do. So I need to get it in my calendar, like, when I am just going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'd walk in the previous preps for, like, 10 minutes, but like, I'm fucking bored now, I don't know. But I just think it'd be better for me to just spend an hour first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
just getting as much of that as done as I can.
I mean, your sort of wake timings does tend to shift quite early when you are dieting, don't
Yeah,
they?
like I can get up way earlier.
Yeah.
I was getting up at like 4:30 with no issues.
Yeah.
So I think if I can do that, be here for 5:30,
Yeah.
get my cardio done, get a decent amount of steps done by 7, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm pretty much done.
I think it was also a case of like our work environment was obviously nowhere near as good as it is now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we're like, turn up for Starbucks. Leo would like finish his coffee in about 10 minutes. He's like,
Shit, I need to do some steps.
gotta go.
Yeah, gotta go for a walk, man.
Yeah.
So
So I think it will be better naturally just because like
it's
we're
just
in
easier
here.
now. Yeah, it's easier.
But what was like total? What did it actually get up to steps and cardio last time?
So I think
remember?
the worst it was training day was 40 minutes of cardio
Yeah.
and then 15,000 steps.
Yeah.
But that was separated from the cardio as well. So like whatever I did during like the Stairmaster, which for 40 minutes was equating to like between 3 and 4K.
Yeah.
So then I had to take that away and then do the 15K steps. And then a rest day was an hour cardio and again 15K steps.
Yeah.
And that's when it gets hard because like you finish your cardio and like, oh, you look at your steps and you're like, oh, I've already done like a third of them here or whatever. And then you're
Yeah.
like, oh wait, no,
No,
I
I've not.
haven't. I'm still on basically 0.
Yeah. The amount of time it actually takes to get steps in is quite a lot.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Especially when you sort of know, like, okay, it is going to be helping it, but not like a massive.
Yeah, it's
massive
one of those
amount.
things you're like,
I mean, I'm just looking at this here. So, 60 kilos, 100 calories, is about 5,600
Yeah.
steps. So you're gonna.
That's about an hour of walking.
Yeah. So your 15K there is going to be doing you about 300 calories a
Yeah,
day.
which almost doesn't seem worth it.
It's just like, oh.
Yeah, it's like
But you
big task for little return.
but you're not going to drop your food by another 300 if it
No.
has to go there again.
No, but I have sort of said to myself this time that I would rather eat less
Yeah.
than do more cardio. Because even from like this is actually relatable to people getting leaner, like the cardio does end up battering you.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing it at like 120 beats per minute heart rate, it still batters you.
Yeah. When you're up at doing it every day.
Yeah, like you will feel a difference from doing that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just create the deficit through food and not be as battered.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're still going to be fatigued, but
Do you think there's anything you'll change with your food this time round?
I want to have a little bit more variation. Not
Yeah.
variation to the meals themselves, but in terms of like my macros and my vegetables,
Yeah.
I need to have some variation because I think my gut gets so bad because it's just had like nothing.
Yeah. Because I remember last time when you obviously like base it on your meal plan every day. It's
Yeah.
like same
Same thing.
daily food.
But you find ways to make that as easy as possible.
Yeah.
And it's almost to the point where like that's stupid.
It just felt like you might have been missing out quite a lot.
Oh,
Like-
yeah,
like,
I'd agree.
From a health perspective,
I would
might
agree
have helped you.
massively. Yeah, no, I definitely would agree.
Um,
Yeah, I need to actually put. For me, it all comes through like the veg.
Yeah.
Like I'd always just pick the easiest option.
Yeah.
Like I'd end up if I had like 200 grams of veg. Sometimes I'd just literally have 200 grams of like cucumber,
Yeah.
and it's like
Might have
Like,
a bit more variation
yeah,
in there.
yeah. No, I would agree with that 100%.
I think I remember I looked through it once, and I think I might have said something in our chat or whatever,
Yeah,
and I just got like slated for it.
yeah. But it's true. Like you do need some sort of variation, even just from an ease standpoint of enjoying it a bit more.
Yeah.
It will help, but you are probably like starving your body of nutrients it needs.
But when you go to the extremes, it makes it so much harder to actually put all of that in.
Yeah,
Like for my food at the minute, it's very easy to hit like everything that I
Yeah.
need to across the board, and it makes it seem like I'd be trying really hard, but I'm actually not.
no,
like,
it just happens.
you have so much yogurt. Like one serving of yogurt is like 150 percent of calcium intake
Yeah,
that you
exactly.
need for the day.
So it's sorted.
Or like you
Yeah.
have eggs, it like just ticks off all your
Yeah.
omegas straight away because you got so much of it.
The only thing with both phases at both ends, the issue I have just comes through veg.
Yeah,
Like, because right now I don't want to eat veg
yeah,
because I'm already eating a decent amount of food.
yeah,
And then when you're dieting, it's like you're just naturally going to choose the easiest option,
yeah,
which isn't good. I do not do that.
yeah. But if you turned your like chicken and veg into a chicken stir fry, where the veg is within the chicken,
Yeah, and it just tastes...
makes it
yeah.
way easier to
Yeah,
actually have.
exactly. It's just actually thinking about...
But then in prep,
About
like
it.
you got to be conscious. Like, I mean, even that packet of season you put into a fajita mix or whatever,
Has
it's going to be like
calories.
50 calories.
That's
or
where
so.
it gets hard, yeah. That's where it starts getting annoying because you end up just having chicken
Yeah,
with nothing on it other than salt and pepper.
yeah. So then, if your day is like chicken, a crumpet, and jam, and then a bit of veg, it's like,
Yeah. I can't even remember what my meals were like last time, but they were so basic.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure the first meal was obviously always because we used to train first thing. It'd be like 2 eggs, and it got down to like just a bagel thin with
Yeah.
that. And then it would be like a yogurt and fruit. Then it would be like just whey powder and
Yeah.
fruit. And then it would be 2 meals of chicken and veg.
yeah,
But they were like, that sounds basic, but you can make that not that basic
yeah,
by just putting a bit of effort into it.
yeah. And the other sacrifice you end up making when your food does get low is the fats are obviously going to get very low.
Yeah.
So then it's like, well, I could do, like, from a health perspective, it'd be great to chuck in like 10 grams of olive oil, but then
Calories,
you
you
really
can't
want
do
to
that.
you want to eat that food.
Yeah, you don't want to be having that through olive oil.
Because then your meals just get smaller and smaller and
Yeah.
smaller.
But that's another thing. I'm going to try and have a variety of fat sources as well
Yeah,
because I ended up not being able to eat dark chocolate.
yeah,
Like I genuinely think my stomach had had enough of it.
really.
It was just like, please stop
Just
giving
done
me
it,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. And it was like genuinely causing me like cramps in my stomach, and
Yeah.
so I'm gonna try and vary that a bit more.
I tend to try to have like, again, it's way easier on more food, so it's all good saying this, but like, have some of my fats from eggs, some of my fats from olive oil, some of my fats from dark chocolate,
Yeah.
some of my fats from like salmon or something like
Yeah.
that, and it feels like you're getting a much more
So do you?
broad array.
Yeah. Do you cook in? So if you were cooking chicken, do you cook in olive oil?
Yeah,
Yeah. So what I do is I'll have olive oil, but I'll like
put it on top.
put a bit in. No, but then I'll. So I do cook in olive oil, but it's like nothing
Yeah.
because I'll wipe it out with kitchen
So
roll.
it's just like a bit of lubricant.
Yeah,
basically.
literally. Yeah, yeah. But other than that, my fats are eggs and dark chocolate.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. So if I was
So-
being like hyper analytical,
Yeah.
again, right now it doesn't make a difference because your food is high enough.
Yeah,
But if it was really low, I'd be probably going like the vast majority of those fats are obviously coming from like saturated
Yeah.
fats, which is probably all right. But
it's just
know,
not. It's not amazing.
when you're like slamming your body when you're in a seriously big diet,
Yeah,
in my head it would make sense to at least try to like be as healthy
Yeah,
as you can
I'd agree.
with the other
I would agree.
sources. But then again, it's just way up. It's just so
Yeah.
much harder.
yeah. It just makes everything harder. But
It's almost a really tough balance to get.
yeah, you gotta kind of find what works,
Yeah.
but also works without being stupid.
Yeah. And then you end up going, if you start really digging into it, you're like, right, I'm having fruit and veg every meal, but I'm not getting any vitamin C because I'm not having any citrus fruits.
Yeah.
Let me try and like tweak things around, put an orange in there or something. Oh no, I still need more. I'm 20% of what
yeah,
I need.
it
It's
just
like
causes. Yeah,
you can't fit it into 1,200
no, it's
calories.
it is literally impossible, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
So
100%.
I guess there's somewhere that you have to say that's
right,
not
like,
being
you
hit.
just can't do anything, and you can't do anything about this.
Yeah.
And again, it's one of them like, it is for a short period of time.
Yeah. Did you have like a multivitamin?
Multivitamin. That's quality. Yeah, I had one of them. Yeah.
Would you run multivitamins last time you prepped?
No, I will this time though.
Yeah, again, that's just an easy dub,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah. You're sort of ticking all boxes there without having to worry about
Yeah.
what you're eating.
Yeah,
So yeah.
get that done. We're half an hour in. Does that actually answer the question of the pod?
No, we've just riffed off.
Bloody
What are we
hell.
going to call this pod?
We're calling it 20% to 10% body fat. how long does it take? We've answered that question.
Yeah.
Um,
What about tips for getting there?
tips for getting there.
Because for some people, it will be really fucking hard.
Yeah, it will.
For most people, it will be hard.
I think the first thing is understand what 10% actually looks like.
Yeah.
So if you scroll on my Instagram and find last year when I dieted, or last year, it would have been about...
Around this time last year, yeah.
So the photo when we were in Rezo, honestly, that was probably not 10% body fat.
What, you think you were higher?
It was probably a little bit higher, yeah. I was probably sitting at, I don't know, if I was to guess,
12 to 15,
something like that. But visually, like, looked pretty good, pretty lean.
Well, that's just because you've got a good amount of muscle.
Yeah. So the first actual point is, like, do you actually want to get down to 10?
Yeah.
Or is that just a number that you've got in your head because it sounds cool?
I would almost... Sounds so stupid because it's the topic of the pod, but actually just try and detach yourself from the body fat percentage thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
And just go off the look. If you like the way you look,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what percentage body fat you are.
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad target to set as like a, this is probably going to be a pretty good position to grow from. And also, more so right, I'm going to go from 20 to 10. Okay, I need to drop 10% body fat. It's probably going to be about 10 to 15% of my current body weight.
Yeah.
That then sets out your timeline quite well.
Yeah.
So if you're like 80 kilos and you're going, right, I probably need to drop around about 8 to 12 kilos within this diet to get me into a good position. That's like, okay, pretty
You can work from that,
good.
can't you? It sets you up quite well.
I also think dropping 10% of your current body weight, which is roughly going to equate to 10% body fat, maybe a little bit less, is where you start to actually go, okay, yeah, I can definitely see like a really good difference here.
Yeah.
If you drop 5 kilos, you're probably not going to notice.
Not going to see much at all. No.
Your clothes are going to fit a bit better and you might go a belt buckle down. But it's not going to be super significant.
Okay, I think for me, like it almost depends on the weight of the individual.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Like, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because I think what you're saying there, for the general population, that's correct. But if you're a lighter individual like me, that 5 kilos does seem to make a very big difference.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's better to say drop 5% of your current body weight.
Yeah.
Okay, for you, that's going to be, if you drop 3 kilos...
Probably won't be that much different.
Not much, but if you drop 10% of your current body weight, 6-7 kilos, then you start to see...
It's a big difference, yeah.
So I guess the first tip is actually laying it out and understanding how much you think you need to drop to see the changes that you need to.
I think, again, it also depends on what you've been doing beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, if you're already someone who's gone through a gaining phase and it's been pretty successful, you can probably get away with the quicker results in terms of liking how you look.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're someone who's never been to the gym before and you just want to get a little bit slimmer, you probably are going to have to drop more weight than what you think.
Yeah, I mean, some of my, not necessarily best, but quickest visually big transformations that I've got. I mean, like Theo, Joycey, James, Monty.
Yeah.
God, it sounds like such posh names.
Yeah, it does.
Monty and Joycey. His actual name's Will. But anyway, all of them lads had either a background in sport or a background in training, quite a reasonable amount. So obviously, bosh them into a 10-12 week diet.
They're going to get pretty good results pretty quickly.
But the mindset shift for them is going, we actually need to get down to roughly about X body weight. And they're like, Christ, really?
Yeah.
And then you get them there and they're like, sick.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. Yeah. So if you've got that background, then you can do a 10-12 week diet and like really see massive differences.
Yeah.
But like you said, if you've not got that much muscle,
it's going to take a little bit longer probably.
Yeah. Probably need to drop a little bit more to get the like, I don't know, ab muscles shown through and like
the lines,
striations and all that sort of stuff. So that'd be the first thing.
trying to think what else. This pod has been like all over the place. I can't really think of like where we are.
I guess another thing, if you're trying to drop 10%, for most people you could do that in one straight push.
Yeah.
But for I mean maybe for some females,
Yeah.
you might have to slow it down a little bit.
Agreed.
Give yourself a little bit longer. Put some diet breaks in there to try and refresh, I guess.
Yeah. Keep your hormones in check and that.
Yeah.
It is a lot harder for females though, isn't it? Like when you do think about it, it's not harder, but there is more to it.
I think it's just mentally a little bit harder because I mean I've been speaking to Charlotte quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like she's saying, visually, like I look way better, my clothes are fitting way better, etc. But the last 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, scale weight's not moved that much.
As much as you like it to.
And I was saying to her like, if I was looking at this and it was Dan, if it was like a bloke's body weight graph,
you'd be like,
I'd probably go right. Let's push. But actually, I'm going well. 3 weeks ago, we saw quite a big drop in your body weight. That might happen again next week.
I feel like with females, it's a lot less predictable.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I even think there's obviously, I don't even know what percentage of females watch this pod, so this could be absolutely going to no one.
But we are quite good looking lads, so probably quite a lot of females.
But if you have a look at the kind of water retention cycle across the 4 to 5 weeks,
Yeah.
there's an expectation that like, okay, in this phase body weight's going to be a little bit lower because you're retaining less water. In this phase you're probably going to be highest retention water, feeling a bit fatter, body weight being a little bit higher, which is all good on paper, but actually I end up not seeing that very consistently.
Yeah.
In terms of how the body weight moves.
Yeah. Again, it's not like a predictable thing.
Yeah. A lot of the time I see a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Where it's like, right, this week we're expecting your body weight to be lowest, but then it ends up happening like a week and a half later.
Yeah. I would agree with you there.
And I honestly couldn't tell you why. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, no, there's no like rhyme or reason to it.
It doesn't make sense really, but again, if this is why you want to coach, especially women, for quite a long time, because you really get to start to see those patterns.
You sort of see an understanding, a proper understanding of what's happening.
But it's just harder mentally because rather than going, right, we're just going to push, it's like we've actually just got to
just chill and stick with it. Yeah. Agreed.
Which makes it a little bit mentally more difficult to keep pushing on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty well wrapped up on 20 to 10. Like, we've talked about loads about getting in a deficit and all that sort of stuff, but
we just managed to relate it to us a bit.
Yeah. We're on 38 minutes. Do you want to leave it there, or do you want to run through those questions you had?
We'll save them for an overrated, underrated.
All right, cool. Well, hope you enjoyed the pod.
Not quite as exciting as last week's EP, but
I think we'll have some new guests coming on.
Yeah.
We need
Ryan
to get
Terry.
RT. He did
Ryan
ask
Terry,
it.
guys.
Oh, what's this pod you got going?
Yeah, what's the pod all about then? He seems interested, that's all I'm going to say. Just leave that one there with you.
And I mean, I did ask Ben ages ago, but I need to
Bro's
probably
just
mention
not
him again.
replying. Cheers, Ben.
We'll have a think about any more guests, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, chaps, and see you next week.
Bye.
Ciao.